And welcome in everybody for Valentine's. So special Valentine's customs. Gonna be nothing particularly different other than, and I'm gonna throw this on you, Josh. I know you're listening there in the background, and to you, chat there. But how about if today we try and throw in, I don't know, some love song lyrics or well-known film rom-com quotes as we cast today. Chat, let me know what you're thinking. You think that's a good idea? You throw in some love language or something on these casts today. How are we doing anyway? We see there aimbot there. Welcome in aimbot. Stubby as well. Pew pew. Uncorrupted. Welcome in. Sins fortunately has to work. If you can throw in chat just any of those types of things, anything you'd wanna, if you wanna throw in, welcome in. Oh, Heezy. Good to see you here again, as always. Although having said that, I can't even think of actually any rom-com movie quotes or like love song stuff. I just got that old school Snoop Dogg song comes into my mind. Ridiculous anyway. I don't know how I'd pull that into a cast, but do you have a fresh pair of panties on? I've got to know, or you could show me. That's what I've got in my head, but there's no way I'm going to be able to use that on a cast. Welcome in, Fadu. Well, namaste. Namaste, bro. How we doing? Now you can slip that in. We'll try and do that somehow. Gladinsky, welcome in. I'm guessing you got many Valentine's cards today. The room is up. ListerBungi YouTube live. Password as ever. 11111111. What were you saying then, chat? Anything we should throw in, or anything you want Josh to say? Any like love song quotes? We're up to 45. The first room will be starting soon, so good in to get yourself straight in there. We need diamonds, no love. These ones we don't usually do diamonds on, but it's funny you should mention that. Immoral rubbish. Because there's something in the works if you do want diamonds and prize pools. With a few people in the chat now. We got enough time to maybe... We got 10 people to fill it up. We can make the announcement now. Well, if any of you are subbed to the channel anyway, which I'm sure you are, you're going to have seen that Legend Scrims are working with iShades, who's running a pro scrims league. It's running at the moment actually, and whoever gets through to the final, there will be a cash prize. So you can a moral rubbish, you'll be able to buy diamonds with the cash that you buy there. And if that wasn't enough for you, we got Rated in the chat. We've been working with Rated as well. There's a Rated and Legend Scrims crossover going on. A collaboration, which is going to be starting from the 3rd of March all the way through to the 30th of March. And that's where you're going to be. There's 10k diamonds up for grabs on that one. And a 500 USD in prizing as well. So keep an eye out for that immoral rubbish, but these games, no, there will not be any diamonds on this one. Stubby's post, yeah, it's a great one. I'm gonna have to try and see if I can Stubby, I'll have to DM you if you can get some of those assets, and I'm gonna try and maybe make a little video promo or something. But that's coming up in March. Something to tide us all over until the new update comes through. I'm guessing you're all going to be participating and competing in that. I'm glad luxury's on EU. We don't have to deal with them. These tournaments are rated E for everyone. Most certainly are. If anyone wants to get in, you're going to be able to get in them through the in-game system. We're looking for one more player, and we'll be starting game number 1. Okay, game number 1 has started. I can bring over Josh now. Here he is, the man himself. How are we doing, Josh?
Doing great, doing amazing, honestly. Yeah, I slept good last night, so that's like pretty great. Great way to start it, you know. And I'm not feeling sick anymore, so that's also good. And yeah, life's going good. I'll be honest.
Good. That's what we like to hear. You feeling particularly loved up today on St. Valentine's Day?
Always. Definitely feeling the love. And I'm hoping to, share it with everyone here today.
Did you hear what I proposed just then? I know I kind of sprung that on you. I don't know how you down for that? I don't know how many things you know love song lyrics.
0.
I mean, 0. Okay.
But we can figure them out as we go. I'm sure we can.
Yeah, chat. Help us with that. Throw something in the chat. Just anything you want to hear us cast on there. I know some of you's probably already playing now, but yeah, we'll try. We'll try and make this a bit Valentine's-y.
If not, we're gonna make it very intense and some great content, because we got a lot of great teams in as I see in the lobby build up there.
Yeah, we'll stay in the studio just until we get the auto spectate over. But the game number 1 has already started. What have we got? We got a very left-leaning flight path with the resource center way away from in command HQ, and a lot of players going down to Nova. It's going to be a big clash.
Wow. Oh man, gonna be an exciting one. Oh boy, yeah. Command HQ being so far away from the start path is gonna make it so that there's gonna be just one team with clearly superior loot, if or 2 teams maybe, because I assume not many teams are gonna want to stretch that far. It's a pretty hard. You can't make it that far, so you have to also consider you have to walk, find a vehicle, rely on a couple other things there. But we're gonna see a lot of teams playing aggressively, and Wire going straight down to Institution, and they're probably going to be quick to push this team here.
Yeah, they're gonna pop it over, showing absolutely no love for big Mbappe. Is that Mbembe? And here comes his teammate to try and help him, and the love doesn't extend. Just not feeling the love today, Wire. Just sharing bullets.
Espada 2005, old enough to drink these days, but also not old enough to get taken out of this lobby. We got Halcom, Faker's uncle, in this lobby here as well. But there's also a whole nother Halcom lineup here. None of those are Faker's uncle, it turns out. Look at how many players we have in Nova here, though. That's intense.
There is a lot.
Alive. Amy 1000, the mobile slayer, getting their first kill today. Gonna be rotating up towards the lab zipline there, but doing a great job there. 1 super. take a look at the map real quick here and see how things are going. Obviously, there's a lot of teams in the upper right side of the map still here. Rocky Zone's going to be a point of congestion there, especially that kind of high ground area just at still 19 people left. Wires in it. We got the We Stay Hard. We got Gogulit's team. We got How Come left. Noise left. One Supers left. Looking like it should be at least a 15-player endgame. Up and raided. Where did they go? Got taken out. Oh, right now.
There they are. They're
fighting right there.
seeing them getting taken out.
That's unfortunate. That timing.
Inori's Dan going up to Serenade rated out of the game.
Nope, he's still barely alive, trying to escape, but no, Zero ain't gonna finish him off there. Getting a little bit of that loot going into zone, taking a little bit of damage, but they do have to rotate. The zone is a bit of a pull there. It's on the other side of Nova. There's not really any teams in between them that are gonna stop him, but definitely could be some teams who decide to hold that edge there towards the end and make their life a little bit more difficult.
For now, though, we're going to be following team number 19, who are made up of Remy 1000, who's slightly split from the rest of his teammates. Back over to How Come, though. A bit of devastation coming out on Platypus. Faker's M4 assault rifle finding him. Launches himself into the remaining members of Wire. Has to eject backwards. Oh, no adoration for Faker. Gets taken out by Wire. How Come the remaining players in Miwa's sights?
They're feeling super confident with that push there. They did a good job of making sure to just, be disruptive, especially in terms of the bow player there. But now it's going to be Josky getting pushed up on here. They're going to have to do something here. Gets a snipe as they jump out of the window. Oh, unfortunately, we're swapping over to Inori here, and they've got eyes on Killer. That's going to be, I think it was Remy's teammate from earlier. They're who I referred to as the mobile slayer, so they can pull something off here. Maybe Killer getting taken out. Who else? Miami getting turned on.
Yeah, Dan's got eyes only for him. He doesn't look like he will. Comes hunting him down. Look at that. Beautiful.
Yeah, that consistent movement. Gotta love seeing players who have kind of mastered it so well. Oh, definitely seen, definitely heard, and definitely dead by the looks of it.
And now they goes there. Phantom as well.
Let's take a look again at the map here. We're down to Wire. How Comes down to one player left on Paranoia. And then it's just gonna be Inori. So it's looking like this might come down to an Inori Wire endgame here potentially, unless something big happens. Team 12 getting peppered with shots here.
Peppered with shots while Wire are just able to stay on the edge of zone and take shots as if they're at a shooting range.
Absolutely. Yeah, to see if the How Come player, I thought I heard a Buzzy recently, so I'm kind of thinking they might have been able to get a res off there, and they might have brought themselves up to 2. Yeah, we see Faker's back in it, so it's not just going to be a one-man show over there. Definitely a team that can pull things off and make things a little bit interesting, if you know what I mean.
I'm saying if you jump, I will jump. Much like Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic. There you go. There's a rom-com-y reference for you.
Aced it. We've got Wayne playing for cover here. This building honestly is one of my favorite buildings to play. In general, you just have so many different angles you can play with here. You have a lot of different cover, but they've decided to hop off it here, and they're going to be playing aggressive onto Faker here. They've got some damage out. Going to take him down here. Miu has lost some HP, but now Paranoia, what is he going to do?
He's going to come sliding in. He's asking, why are you breaking up with me today? Able to look where he is here. Yes. This positioning. Oh, he's been found though. Super's killer. Wanting to get him back, his team back for earlier. But he's not going to let him with those shotgun shells. And he wasn't fast enough. Paranoia. Got to be paranoid now of anyone coming up that rear though, Josh.
Oh, definitely. Using that striker shotgun to, just everything they need to do there. We're gonna see Remy here, or Iami, 1000 here, and DJ Rocky by. They're just gonna be chilling in here, trying to play it safe. They're not in zone right now, so they're gonna have to move. And when you have to move, everything gets a little bit scary. So maybe getting some information right now might be a little bit crucial, in my opinion.
That is what they would try to do, but while we wait for that to happen, Inori are firing over towards Wire. And by picking up any stragglers, Rocky Bay is going to be one of those stragglers there. There's Wire.
Oh no.
Bend off. One of Super's players.
Oh, Miami managed to survive. I think that was the Phantom player, so I guess playing invisible, they're definitely heard, definitely most likely going to be seen here. Yeah, unfortunately, getting taken out, Nori getting that 15th kill. Getting some pressure onto Wire. Hopefully they're going to be able to do something here. I don't know if the edge of this building is going to stay in zone here. It looks like it must if they're playing for some high ground right now.
Yeah, Wire right on the edge of the zone. YouTube's win. Choosing to heal before he moves the zone, coming right up onto his back. Is he going to be able to... He's still in zone. Past the move at the last moment. But yeah, Nori going to have that high ground advantage as Wire make that push upwards.
They do have a lot of good cover here in terms of this general approach here. They're not going to really have to worry too much until they start getting a little bit more central in zone here. So for now, I think they're just going to have to play smart, play for peaks, get some good damage on here. Try to waste their heals, especially since it's this late in the game here. If they don't have any left on some of these players here, it could be pretty, rough here. Obviously, you got to do it in a way that's not going to cost you the same fate as well.
Yeah, they found zone in a hopeless place, you could say. Hanori looking like the stronger team here. And we've seen them use this Zephy trick before on Rated in last week's viewer games, I do believe. You better watch out for them coming and pouncing down on you with that speed boost towards them.
Definitely a good way to close that distance there. We actually see Avalard there from Team 12 still alive here. They've got some good damage on the wire here, and they're hoping that with the crossfire from Avalard here coming in, that they might be able to pull something off here. The bow ult comes out here. I wonder which team that was from, maybe from Wire. But look at that, Inori just hopping in, pouncing so quickly. Wire down to one player, or 1 HP left on 2 players right now. And just barely, they get their shields off here. But with that zone on their back, they've got to be a little bit scared.
Avalard on Inori's Valentine's card list this year with... How come Paranoia's choosing to rotate? As you said, they were able to just zoom in on that with Wire being at that third party. Avalard looking not too hot now though. He's down, his heart's down, low health. He's about to be broken.
For what it's worth, Wire is doing a great job of making sure to stay healthy here, making sure they get their heal off before the engagement here. We're down to, just that last solo here. They want to just at least survive against that here. But you obviously got Inori and both Wire here trying to find that person and do the same thing. There's just so much damage coming up from both sides. Zero Ring managed to get some shotgun shots off there and get one player left. There's going to be a player, I think, for Rena left there as well on Wire. Gonna try to pull off something there. The solo getting focused out here too as well.
Inori out in the open, just pipping people off. They're going to have Wires. Inori in the sights. And he's soon to go down. Vernier goes down, and now we find the final player as he picks up Dan, who was just knocked there. And
For what it's worth, Avalard did a wonderful job just positioning between these two teams here, making sure to apply pressure while also staying alive there. We even saw at the end there just playing absolute for survival. They're playing between the two smokes, hoping to stay alive there. But yeah, overcoming Wire and taking second, and Inori obviously taking first overall.
Taken first overall, indeed. We've seen these again. I think they fashion themselves after Ino, if I'm reading that right. Inori equals Dan. Who is FC Avalard? Asks Queen. We're not sure if anyone in chat does know who that guy is, but he did take that shield off you there right at the end, didn't he?
All in all, just a super solid game. Thank you for this match here. We tried Sweden for that last match there for the VPN, so hopefully we can get one. I'm trying Norway for this one here, so hopefully it's a little bit better time around. We're gonna just try different regions and hopefully find one that's semi-consistent for ping there. Let me know how you felt about that last one there. That was Sweden region I chose for that one.
Yeah, so then we can mark that down as being one of the good servers to play on for the EU. We could just do the rest as NA lobbies, or we could stay in the EU. Up to you guys there in chat, I guess. And you there,
I think
Josh.
for now I'll try Norway on this one here. I've already got it set up for that one there, but for the next one we can try any. If you have any suggestions for a specific region I should try on the VPN, let me know and I'll give it a try if I haven't already.
Okay, then. So we'll try Norway for you guys, and let us know in chat there if you were playing. How was that ping and lag wise for you guys? Were you okay? I know last week we had a few complaints, but was that better? Let us know there. We can definitely mark that down as one of the better servers to play on for these viewer games. We're just going to take a short break here, but room number 2 will be up. EU, says Gladinsky. Okay, we will be going into that EU room, but we'll be taking a short break here. Just let us know in chat. And we'll be back when that second room is filled up.
Wow.
And we're back. It's game number 2. Let's see who takes this one. Following the king.
See if there's going to be a king killer in this game, or as he said, he may be the king. But we've got a pretty good kind of central path there, going just above Rocky Zone there. Going to be interesting to see kind of how intense everything gets here. But we got raided and off spawn here. One of the many teams in Refinery here. Gonna start out aggressive here. We see Brad Lexion playing forward, getting that captain there. When you're playing against a captain, you gotta be a little scared, but it's this early in the game, so there's no hose to worry about. Just wow, straight pressure coming out from Parizo there on the kill feed from Rated End there as well. Took out one of the teams as well already from Refinery, but we're back with 8-Vape here. Coming into a fight with Flow up there. Transport also pretty intense.
They're intense.
And spectate. There's like 3 buddies hanging out in the flying in the back there. Just you like leash them to the back of your car and just get driving. What did my brother man message me?
I'll come rolling through the lobby, making it look easy. In zone, but still chasing. Drops down the squeaky. He's going to give him a better rotation into this tunnel. The rest of the team soon to follow.
I just think of how much utility we get with buddies these days, and man, I'm really excited for the next patch, especially since we're going to be getting another one. You know, I can't imagine what kind of utility we're going to have at some point. And you know, like, I don't know, I'm just like every day we get closer to the new update, I'm just like a little bit more excited to like what we could potentially be getting, you know what I mean?
Is there any, what's you been thinking, what's your thoughts on what they're going to release as a buddy next?
The most like obvious thing that's like not a thing is something like with some sort of CC. I mean, in some form, potentially like that, you know, stun or like a root or like, I don't know, maybe like a zone that like silences you so you can't use stuff, or I don't know. There's always little random things they can do with grenades that could be, or not grenades, but like, you know, grenade style things like that, or you know, there's always unique things as well. I mean, they added a, you know, we can be Morph Drake, and like, that's pretty cool. So, it could be literally anything.
You had like something that like shoots spikes out, something almost like a turret or something that you threw out, or like an on impact
buddy that turns into a turret, and you just like use it and shoot. Like, man, I don't know. It could be anything, right? So
like you drop it down, it just does it's open for a while, or like a something that rather than like a sparky grenade style, like something that explodes on impact. I don't know, it would be a bit quicker, or something that you just throw down, shoots you in the air.
Yeah, right. Literally, there's so many different options. I've always been a fan of adding an actual root, like you know, like having be like a tree or something. But then that's just Groot, so that's how that goes. Pretty big fan of that little guy. AK, or sometimes big. Paranoia getting pushed up here though. They got Vinny from one side there. They're gonna try to use the squeaky, doesn't get it, and also gets taken by the splash damage as well there. Thankfully Paranoia playing Maggie gonna be one of the fastest characters in the game, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough here. We see Faker trying to play some cover here for him as well. Doing some jump peeks here from Paranoia with the shotgun, but not gonna be enough there. Dan's got his shield almost cracked, but when you're against somebody with 0 shield HP, you're definitely a little scared there. And a little bit of a beam coming out there, and Dan taking out Faker there as well.
Yeah, he did well to get back there with the Maggie getting into the path of Zan, and he's rated though with getting that third party. Heard the commotion coming on. Going to push Inori back a little bit, but they're going to try and keep their ground here. Sit down on that high ground. Maybe to look over. Pew's shield gets wiped out. But
it was a good time for that shield to get wiped out in terms of like a trade back there. Zero also losing theirs definitely slows them down there. They can't play for as an aggressive play here, but definitely quite a bit of trade backs going back here. They're both teams are in zone, so neither team has to, you know, necessarily fight this here. One of these teams could disengage, but they're both feeling pretty confident here, I imagine, and trying to isolated team out here, and especially with that res coming up behind Rated, they've got to be a little bit scared now.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be really hard, and they're going to have to work at that. We go over to Nova Bazaar, where that ultimate throw didn't really work for him, but still bests the Maggie. Solios is able to.
Oh,
Here comes the team back. Nice placement of the Molotov as it comes down.
oh no, bullets though.
Yeah.
I think that was his last bullet, wasn't it?
It looked like it did switch that out to see if he pops up on the kill feed.
Yeah, not what you want to see if you're in a gunfight. They're running up with your last bullet, getting a little tick tick tick. Like that's just bad. But we see Paranoia and Joski here. I guess that's the team that must have been rezzed behind them there. Faker, right where they've landed off here. Brad Lexion and Brad Lexion has an angle on here as well. Parizo traded out. Now it's going to be down to Joski and Paranoia to pull off a 1v2 here. For now, going for the res here. So it's going to be Brad Lexion either disengaging or fighting out Joski here in this 1v1.
Yeah, just the Brad Lexion is getting griefed a little bit there by Joski. Has to come out into the open, but Joski's getting pushed back by Brad Lexion. But the rest of How Come gonna, the M4 fire coming from and finishing him off.
Definitely makes for a tough situation when you're when you're down to one player left here, especially in a 1v3. You can try to make something happen here, and I mean, obviously starting off with a lot of damage there for Joski is a great way to do it. But then you also got to be able to pull it off onto at least another player there. Just because if you're not getting that consistent damage there, it can be quite rough. And we got Vinny here pushing up on into team 20 here. It's gonna be Halima here. No white HP, and no shield HP as well. Bad room, bad ping. Okay, good to know. We'll try a different region for the next one there then. Just trying to switch through them, figure out which ones work good, which ones work bad. So it's always appreciated when you guys let us know if it's good or bad like that.
Nori.
Oh, the Wiki AoE finished off. I love hot moms.
He loves hot moms. What's this?
That's what his username proclaims.
Declaring that on Valentine's Day as well. I'm sure he's out there. Anyway, Nori stalking everyone who's trying to get into Nova Bazaar. How comes Faker? Comes flying up into the air and loses his shield. And out comes the Zephy to push him forwards. Isn't going to make it though, Faker is not. Nori keeping the pressure on from the top of Nova Bazaar. And watching Joski come down from the hillside and taking him out too.
There's one thing to say about Paranoia. Always seems to be a player that's very survivable. Just in terms of like being one of the last players left alive on that lineup there. They did get a res, it looked like there. I think they got Faker back up there. Might have used a Buzzy. So definitely going to be a great start to getting things back to normal here. Scan coming out, so they're going to have information on where they are, where a potential third party might be coming in from.
Not letting up on the pressure there, Vinny. Chasing down Faker as he was. The rest back up as we move over to Dan, who's also staying up on that wall. Nori seeming to love to do this, keeping on that high ground. There we go.
Ooh, no, not looking good for Halima. That's I think they got taken out earlier in this match here, but got brought back into it just to get taken out once more. We've got Dan playing from the edge of the wall here. Definitely a good position in terms of what's left on the map there. We're gonna have to see where this next zone drops here. But for now, it's just gonna be Inori, the last two players from Howcome, and then also the last player from Team 20. Gonna be Gogulet there, playing off in the distance, playing a safe, just trying to play for position right now. You can't really be doing anything wrong in that in terms of that late game. Just trying to stay alive.
Yeah, Nori absolutely on the hunt on this one, and for good reason. Faker taken out by Vinny, and Paranoia soon to follow. Even that one, Gogulet, the last one to hunt down.
I am a big fan of that eliminator shotgun. Like, so often you can just get such good damage out with it, and it's just such a surprising weapon in terms of, like, you know, having that ability to take out a player quickly, but also having the ability to take out the next player as well, still within that same clip. There's not really a whole lot of weapons that can pull that off too consistently. But yeah, we got the last player left alive there. It was going to be Gogulet getting taken out, and Inori on top for that game there. and the wind to celebrate.
The wind to celebrate up into the air.
Service
There you
third
go.
game. What do you guys think?
You're a stranger, stuck inside my head. A remainder of a love that died inside. You're a stranger, and there's no point to pretend that you can't hear with me. Erase my memory. I'm in danger, gotta quit while I'm ahead. Disclaimer, an emotion left unread. I'm in danger, and there's no point to pretend that you can't hear with me. Erase my memory. It's hard that I can say you're too far for me to chase you. It's too hard to rearrange you. No, it's hard for you to face it. And you thought that you replaced me. It's too hard to.
Here we are then, third and final game for tonight. As you can see, a very easily accessible resource area. We'll have to see who lands there, Joshua, but the spread, very interesting.
Yeah, definitely gonna be a little bit less teams towards the south, the direct south here, but some teams definitely choosing to stretch pretty far here. We can see two teams fighting for institution here. Quite a few teams going to probably go for the Nova area, but obviously looking like Rocky is the place to be today.
Rocky is the place to be. Gel on the
Valentine's
outside,
Day.
looking to hunt down some people on Valentine's Day as well. Is that a Joshua down there that I see?
Oh,
He
no,
is, and
really
Joshua's down in the back. I thought Joshua was a gamer, Wayled trying to get some covering fire, and Gel having to just duck out of there while he's on such low health.
I miss the old Joshua, if I'm being honest. He used to win those. We
He
got
should be
Waleed
winning
here,
those.
trying to get away. Unfortunately, Spit going to be the one to come out on top there. His teammates getting res there. Hop K1 being a little bit reckless with this one, I think.
Yeah, you can maybe to see him. We'll surely see his name in the kill feed any second now. But
We got a Jubador here, trying to do their absolute best. Unfortunately, Jeff Killer not living up to the name.
no,
4
Jeff Killer.
for 4, kill not found.
404. Yes, kill not found, exactly. That's exactly what happened there. Try again next time. Maybe they'll find him with the respawn. But Jonas looking to find those kills for him. He's not going to do it, seems like. Two against one. Jonas takes the bottom floor.
Swapped over to Neen here. They got KS 11 with them this game here. Going to be pushing up onto Matthias here. Not looking the greatest for him.
No, not really. Don't want to be standing out in the open for those, and he'll take the XP and the XP device right next to him with 11, and the rest of his team come for the spoils.
Don't want to be standing in the open when there's somebody looking at you with an invader, especially when you have only white HP left there. We're going to get a little bit of a spotlight onto 11 here. Just watching them, I guess, model. And jump around a little bit too. So
You could at least give us some heart emojis or something, seeing as of the day, but yeah,
a little something.
No,
Is
just
what it is
got
there.
to be standing there and jumping. How come looking to stop this evacuation by team number 12? Is able to do it with Mayshell and going to chase. Here comes the Cypher too. Try to. Look, we saw Halima from the last game, hoping he was able to run past. How come? It's not going to work well for you there.
Oh, definitely. Faker's my uncle. Starting out pretty great there. Opening up with that first there. Definitely impressing his uncle. Gotta be doing that on, keeping people proud of you. You know what I mean?
I thought you were starting an anecdote there. I thought you was about to say something. Baker's my uncle, and as he used to say to me, you really got to take these games. I thought you were about to. I didn't know what was going on there for a moment. Jerry, where's Tom?
His name.
It is his name, yes.
Got Kree taking out a kill there. Gonna be pushing up with Gel and Spit there.
Gel and Spit sounds like the worst hair gel. Brand you've heard. Pretty nasty stuff with that Gel and Spit.
It's a rough time out here.
Gel and Spit with added Kree. That's what that seems like. The Thunder DMR taking out an easy Jogador, and Scream to follow. Oh, does well to evade with the jetpack, but they are zeroing Anori. Gonna shoot them down there with Vinny coming across. Save some for me.
Didn't really save a whole lot. There's one more player to the north of him on team 1 there, but I don't think they're, at least if they're thinking things well, they're gonna want to rotate into that one there. It's Avalard there, and definitely a player that knows positioning. But when you're positioning against the Nori, it's definitely a tough one there. Doing enough to survive, just barely though. I'm gonna try to get some HP off, hopefully in this smoke here.
A video on the hunt, and zeroing on the top just in case he pops out of that smoke. Avalard may not be long. Able to get the shield off and throws out with the squeaky. We're over to Gel and Spit. Taking it. Made it pretty sticky there for the Phantom, and able to roll on through.
Supporting Gel and Spit in chat, exactly. with a team made up of Gel and Spit, how can you go too wrong? You know what I mean? And they've got Kree there just as well, so standing pretty strong. They've got 12 kills to their name here. Definitely one of the more dominant teams in this lobby here. So if there's anyone to put up a fight, it's looking like it might be this lineup right here.
Yes, Spitting through, but go to Mbappe. So just as he finishes off Amaru. And where's the rest of his team then? Squad 16 down in Hydro Plant and pushing towards sponsor box, seems like a gold. I know, recapture, sorry.
Yeah, for Team 16 right now, they're definitely got quite a few people around them, and they definitely have information on it now with that scan. So, gonna be trying to get some pressure onto Team 15 here. Playing a little bit split, but they know it's a 2v3 here, so definitely what you want to be going for. And great shots onto Mardu.
Yeah, Martu not making the best decision to come across the mouth of that open chokehold, and Tavares is now going to be the one who pays for that as they chase him down. Only one member of their team left there. He's going to want to get out of there before they can find him.
Mbappe is one of those players who just always seems to show up, always fairly consistently, and always trying to, get some some high elimination games there, and team that's always very consistent at that is How Come. They're getting a nice quick shot there. They found a player from Neen there on the slide over. Unfortunately, getting taken out there. Must have saw him earlier there, and then also, you know, was just thinking, I wonder if he's still there. And, you know, in this situation, definitely was still there. Unfortunately, those teammates coming in there, Josky losing his life there, spent a little bit too much time admiring his work.
It was not at the time to be doing that, and the Kyoko Sop gonna take advantage of that, but their rated look to be on the way. We flip right over to Inori, chasing down Spit and Gel.
Oh, Gel's down.
Spit, is he going to put up much of a fight without Gel? Spit now, having running for his life away from Inori, using that Zephy. Buddy they seem to love in these games that we've seen.
Has some distance there, but unfortunately for him there, just ahead of them was the last player there from Inori, and they managed to take out Bit there. I don't know if there's anyone left alive on that lineup now, but we're down to 13 players, and Vinny's caught in the open here. Papa Shrika managed to get a good chunk onto Vinny there, down to minimal HP. Gonna do a good job to try to psycho out this player, but no, Zeroing's gonna capitalize and even this out here. Vinny's got some HP off there, and unfortunately from Mbappe there, jumping down from the high ground and getting taken out as well. 9 kills for Inori.
Inori now not scared in these lobbies. It seems like it's, as before they were taking it a little more easy, but these rotations, they seem to be just storming right through. Team number 17 we watch now just below Command HQ. 2 members of Team 5 as Shield is going down. Team 5 not going to be in here long. It's a Sienna. She drops down her healing field. It's not going to be enough. So the ultimate gravity goes down to 11, who did take them out, and it's going to be a 2v3, and there's Alexandra in the background getting shot down as he tries to escape.
We got 2 players from Team 2 kind of surrounding them there, but it doesn't look like they're planning to third party or anything like that there. Besides that, it's 11 players left, so we know where 5 of them are. Let's take a look at the map and see where the rest of them are. Ooh, look at that in the bottom.
A very congested area with How Come. It may be Inori just gatekeeping through that choke point look, but Faker making his way into Wind Valley. Player 2 coming down by himself solo. Going to be in Wind Valley 2. And a 17 loot up from where they just made those kills.
I mean, in general, the positioning wise there, it's going to be tough for How Come here to you know, play aggressive towards Inori. There's a lot of open space there, but at least with Faker kind of having that side angle there, they do have a little bit more options to just, you know, take some attention away from different directions and then hopefully capitalize on that one there. Hopefully get brought over to that fight there. But for now, we're with Neen and 11 here, and just rotating in, trying to get some position. Looks like they're just trying to get a little bit more shields here. But yes, we're with that fight here. Josky's already been cracked here, Lister.
Yeah, as I was saying, Inori just hunting down people in this lobby. They're not scared. They've won 2 of these games already, and it's been showing and how aggressive that they are going to push. As Faker's uncle tries to get back into zone, he's shot down for his trouble, but that's going to allow his teammates to rotate around the other side of the mountain. Inori going to know exactly where they are, though, and know exactly where they're going to have to get to.
It's tough when you're in these situations where you have to rotate past a team who's already just so fortified. And I mean, in general, when you're in those situations, you kind of have to play it almost just like Faker did, try to split them up there in terms of playing from different angles. But it's hard when you're just getting focused out like that. You know, you got to make sure you're trading out that damage evenly. And unfortunately, in this situation, it did not look that way there. We see Vinny there very much saw that flight line down from the sky there. How Come still does have Josky's alive there, so maybe you have a chance to get them back alive and back into this match.
It may look like it, as Inori are going to run into Neem, who we so had to that. I saw we're pushing round a 0 there. Zeroing's good attention is taken by them, so Josky may have time, but look where the recapturer is. It's going to be right in smack in the middle of where Neem and Inori will be fighting.
Oh wow, I guess How Come must have had a split player there, because they've got themselves back into this match here. In terms of just having 2 players left alive here, and they're already back and getting that res onto Josky here. So just I guess already they were just playing split, and they're just now reconvening. definitely an interesting way of playing it. Definitely not what I expected here. But now we got Vinny and Zero trying to play aggressive onto this sponsor box of Team 17.
Yeah, Team 17 are going to find themselves dangerously in the middle of Howcome and Enori, and probably going to be the first ones to go here. As we see, Enori's fire does come down onto Neen. Enori's Dan throws down an ultimate gravity trapping in their bow. Is able to get away for a second in the ember smoke, but then the fire follows up and he's chased down in the middle of them all as well. You're going to get knocked there. Dan's shield is knocked, but they're chasing.
So that was an interesting way to engage that one there. All around, very aggressive. But we saw the bow there trying to isolate the corridor that he was hiding in here. But Dan sliding just straight into 3 of them there. Thankfully, his gunplay managed to earn him the victory in that one there. And his team is just collapsing so well there. Obviously, knowing that they can, if they pincer them there, they're going to come out quite strong here. And we see the rest of Howcome there just to their north. So very much aware of where they are based off of the sounds, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and this final fight is going to come down to Enori to take all 3 of the games tonight, I believe, with a player who could cause some trouble. Two from team number 2 could cause some trouble on that rear angle if they're not careful and get that third party in, but it looks like Enori are going to be going in their direction as well as Howcome, so we have to see how this one pans out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Team 2 can apply some pressure from where they are there, but for now it's looking like that Enori's already got vision on them there, and yeah, going to take them out there, but it's given up some information to Howcome there. They're taking shots there. Zeroing's lost some of his HP, but the Faker Faker's my uncle lost quite a bit there as well. Player unfortunately down there also to zone, and the real Faker rotating into zone there, trying to just survive there without having to take on Enori.
Yeah, the player team 2 not making much.
That's why.
Oh, there we go. Brilliant play from him. He's going to push them. He's going to push Enori towards. He's going to have to watch their rear with Faker in front of them with that sniper rifle. Let's see how well this works out for them now. Dan getting to the roof so he gets a vantage point on Howcome as they try to push up. Faker's my uncle getting the brunt of the fire. Gets taken down. Sunil is going to try to evade, but he's not doing too much of a good job of it. Dan gonna chase. Joski going down, and Faker gonna be the last one left for Howcome.
Honestly, really good usage of the time dominator and just good knowledge of how much survivability it has in terms of in the zone. If he had waited longer until that zone had closed, it wouldn't have survived. So being able to know that one and pull that off is definitely something impressive. But unfortunately, Enori coming out on top there. Time dominator not quite enough to pull that one off there.
Wasn't quite enough, as you said. Enori did have a decision to make as that zone did start to move. Chose not to panic, but to get instead to that high ground advantage and watch as Howcome try to flank them from the rear, with Faker unable really to do much as he didn't have any sight on them, and Enori just clearing up. Poor Faker on his own and taking the third and final game there.
All around a great series of events. I mean, obviously, we've got so many top level teams right now. They're trying to come out on top here, and obviously to play consistently like that is definitely a challenge. So, always good to see there. We're gonna have to see if next week or in the following weeks there. I expect quite a few top level teams to come back to get themselves some practice ahead of the upcoming tournament we just recently announced. So, hopefully, in general, we'll see some NA teams there, but maybe some teams that come over, play cross region, and also decide to come back to participate in that. So definitely all around, just looking forward to the future of Farlight, looking forward to our future kind of progress in terms of supporting this game in terms of what we can bring to the table there. Obviously, great thanks to Stubby as well as OEasy for helping to facilitate this event. The rated community has been nothing but the most pleasant group of people, and in general, they're just people that love this game. So so happy to be able to do this with them.
Yeah, definitely watch out for there. I've put the poster back up. As you can see, they will be starting on the 3rd of March all the way through to the 30th of March, so you won't have a loss of anything to be doing whilst we wait for that update in Farlight to see where that is going to be taking us. As you can see, there will be a prize pool of $500 and a total of 10k diamonds to be won across all the events, and those will be starting on the 3rd of March. You're able to find details on the channel here, so sub so you don't miss any of that, and obviously at the Legend Scrims Discord, which I've just dropped the link in the chat now. But apart from that, thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed the games. We are testing out which region with the VPN to hopefully get you guys the best ping, and so things aren't lagging there on your end, and keep some competitive games going for you guys, and for us to sharpen our skills up on the casting, hopefully making that a little bit more interesting for you guys. So we do this weekly if you're new here, so we will be back next week as well. If there's anything you wanted to add there, Josh?
No, main things are just excited for the tournament, excited to see everyone participate. We also recently partnered with iShades for his pro league or pro scrims server there as well. So if you're looking for some more practice as well, definitely something to participate in as well. Just figured to announce that out, just because in general, if you're planning on playing our tournament, getting as much additional scrim practice as you can is going to be the absolute best, and definitely something we encourage. So make sure you're taking advantage of all the opportunities you got right now. And we'll see you guys in March for some sick tournaments, but before that, we've got more casting on the way, so we'll see you guys next week as well.
Yeah, we will see you next week, and it's bye from me and bye from Joshua, and we'll see you then.
Peace.